Friday, Ranger Nation. Let's do it. It is time for the Ranger Weekend Review. I take every bit of Ranger news from every side of the Ranger fandom and bring it to you in a pretty little package every Friday. Stay tuned. Later in the day, I post a Toku Weekend Review where I do the same thing, except they don't speak English. For the most part. For the most part. There could be a lot more, though. Are we ready to do this? I think we are. The Ranger Weekend Review starts right now. Hey everyone, how are you doing? My name is Ranger Liz, and welcome to the Ranger Weekend Review. We have got stuff from Ranger news, comic news, of course, merch news, and more. Let's start it off by saying happy 420 to RJ. Just, y'all know it. Y'all know it. Happy 420, buddy. Alright, let's move on to the rest of Ranger news. Lahana, yeah, she played Kira Ford, the yellow Dino Thunder Ranger, and she has been cast in Marvel's Cloak Dagger, which is going to be on Freeform. Premieres June 7th. She's going to be playing Detective Brigid O'Reilly. I myself am not familiar with Cloak Dagger, but apparently the character could end up being kind of big, so that is awesome. If you would like to see it, Thursday, June 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Freeform. And you can go support another Ranger in their future endeavors. I love seeing pictures on, like, you know, entertainment and, like, bigger things of, like, yeah, that's a Ranger right there. Just makes you feel a little pride. You know, little Ranger pride about it. Movie news? No, we never have any movie news. But let's get to comic news because, oh my goodness, issue 26 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out on Wednesday. The cover is gorgeous, but the cover I'm showing you right here is not the cover that I got. In fact, I'm actually left it in another room, so I wasn't smart about that one. But I had to read it again before I did this because so many amazing things happened. Blah, 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 blah. You ready? You ready? Because it's Friday and it's been 2 days and I'm just giving you plenty of time to fast forward. Blah, 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 blah. Dragon gets a new form? What? A new form? Already? I mean, I guess he has been in the same form for a really long time, but it came from the Samurai Rangers. Jen wakes up. Whoa. Jen wakes up. They're talking about the Morphin grid, and if it's a piece of glass, that there's, you know, a crack, and it will start to spider web, it starts to go, and eventually it will shatter completely. If you're wanting to pick up a physical copy of issue 26, however, you're gonna have some issues. See, this cover over there is probably, I'm kind of guessing, but it might be the reprint cover of it. That's right, issue 26 is getting a reprint also. And hey, throwing this out there, the annual, don't forget, the 2018 annual is coming out, was it like next week? A lot of stuff's coming out, and when the annual comes out, that is also when the reprint of 25 comes out. So you can maybe, if you haven't gotten them in physical print yet and you want to, just start buying, you know, the new ones. I've seen people that are like, I went to the comic book store 45 minutes after it opened, and they were out. I called 30 minutes after they opened and had one hold, had them hold one for me, and I'm very fortunate that I got one. Going back to that reprint, it's going to be on May 16th. That is when Mighty Morphin 27 is coming out. So I'm basically telling you guys you have a little under a month. Get your affairs in order. Get that comic book store called. Have them get an issue for you and held back. It's growing. You know, okay, maybe like the first 25 sold out in what, like 5-6 hours? And then you gotta think people are like, oh, maybe they ordered a few more at 26. That sold out in a day. This is crazy, and it's only gonna keep getting better. Get on it. Boom Studios, I love you. Sponsor me. As of when I am recording this, though, on the Amazon bestsellers rank for Kindle. Okay, look, it was on Kindles and stuff, but it's ranking really high right now. And there's a tweet, and I put it has all the links in it. But it's ranking really awesome right now on Amazon sales, and to know that it's already sold out in comic book stores, they clearly did really good on that one. Also, oh yeah, also, Speaking of also, Power Rangers Now did a interview, so after issue 26, so I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet, but I have it up. I wanted to wait to read it until I read issue 26 in case there are any spoilers, so I can't tell you if there are or not, but check out the links below if you want to at least bookmark it for whenever you can read it. We have to talk about Hyperforce now. It's trying to kill us. It's trying to kill us. Hyperforce episode 24 was on Tuesday. That's episode 24. I remember going into this being like, I have no idea. I've never watched a tabletop RPG before. I have no idea how this is gonna work, and you just kind of fall in love with it. You fall in love with the characters. I am gonna need some serious hugs after this show ends. If you want to hear my full thoughts on the entire Hyperforce episode, check out the links or my Hyperforce playlist, because, I mean, it clocked in at like 27 minutes, all talking about Hyperforce, because it was a crazy episode. But here's the long and short of it for the review purposes. This is the review of the review, or the shortened of the shortening. I'm short. Also, let's continue. The Rangers go to the most evilest dinner party ever. Thank you, Jack, for that line. The dinner party is indeed when Andros crashes basically the United Alliance of Evil's dinner party, where Dark Spectre is basically like, haha, I rule, you suck. And Astronomer comes out as being awesome. So it's that one. Mr. Christopher Kamen Lee, Andros himself, was a guest to be Andros, and he played it amazing. He played it as Andros the first episode. I mean, you gotta think, when he came back onto the ship and the other Rangers, you know, were Turbo going into Space Rangers, were there, like, he runs, he's like, what the crap is this? He isn't ready. He's not really a team player at the moment, is what I'm saying. And he played it off great, was like, I don't know, what is a burrito? Because he didn't know what a burrito was. I mean, he hadn't had, like, cheeseburgers until he was back on Earth, so oh, I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad that he just, burgers. Anyway, sorry, vegetarians. I grew up on a farm. But it was an absolutely amazing, chaotic experience. There were 9. I can't even with one hand. There were 9 people with dice, with stat cards, with everything rolling. Malika was just like, like, she had it going, did a ton of voices. It was a really awesome, just everything. But they crash the dinner party because Thrax crashes it first, goes up, he's like, Rwir, I'm Thrax. Andros tries to attack him, and he's like holding up Andros. They have to quickly go to Plan B. Plan B is where Jem, played by Mike Jen, who came back this episode, also shout out, he does a show Monday nights on Hyper RPG called 10 Candles. It is a horror anthology. But he was on it, being Jim as always. He was big, he was boom time. He had explosions all around this crater because the dinner party was taking in a crater. Because if you're evil and you're hosting a dinner party, why not have it in a crater? I mean, the dungeon was probably already booked. Plus Dark Spectre, like, he burns down the walls. Like, you know you're not gonna get that deposit back. Like, he's made of lava. Okay? That is ridiculously beside the point. Mike Jen has bombs, is what I'm saying. Jem has bombs. They blow it up. There is a huge dust cloud everywhere. Yoshi, like, teleports in, saves Andros. Chloe, Eddie, and Jack go to save Zordon, because Zordon at this point is in his tube, you know, and there's like lava rising. And if you want to know a little bit more about all of this, watch the very first episode of In Space. It's on, honestly, it's on YouTube. Just put like Evil Dinner Party Power Rangers. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. It's true. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it otherwise. But the lava is rising. Jack's like, I'm gonna try to save you, and he's gonna try to like let the lava go out, and it fails miserably. It was a great time. It was a great time, and this really is a quicker summary of it. by all of their forces combined, while there's lots of battling and everything going on, we have Miss Karen Ashley, who was the third guest star of it. She got to do a lot of like fun teamwork, like getting people together. We're gonna do like funky moves. She was bringing a lot of that like old school 90s vibe to it. Plus, she kept saying big money, no whammy. Come on, you're dating us. You're dating us, Karen. But she was supposed to that 90s, like, we're gonna like dance with Goldar. They were picking fights with Goldar. It was amazing, but when it was all said and done, Thrax is like absorbing everyone. Oh, did I not mention? It confirmed is Thrax. I said it like last time, it was probably Thrax, but yes, it is indeed Thrax. Way to bury the lead, Liz. It is Thrax. Yeah, Thrax tried to absorb Dark Spectre. Rangers tried to help Dark Spectre after trying to convince him to join up with him to destroy I was gonna say Lord Draken, man, I'm Shattergrid. Alliance leader, who is Thrax, who I was starting to call Owl. Man, it's a long thing. But basically, pretend this is what happened. Alright, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. Here, ready? I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. And this is kind of what happened. So there was like a standoff between the Alliance leader Thrax and Dark Spectre, and it was like rah, 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 like this, because they were in their bubbles, and it was energy, and again, just like I'm Super Saiyan. And then the Rangers try to help Dark Spectre, and that fails, and Dark Spectre blows up, and Thrax gets all of their energy. Shall we continue? Ranger Nation, Dark Spectre is destroyed. It is crazy, and now you're like, crap, Thrax is just really gonna kill us. So they realize though, and again, we're Karen Ashley, Miss Aisha comes in realizing, hey, but he can't absorb good energy, so let's give him a whole bunch of good energy, and he can't do it, and he combusts, and now Thrax is dead. What? Wait, we still have an episode left. But it's not over, my friends, because the real leader, I have no idea, the guy with the lab coat, is still out there. Plus, all of the Alliance ships were coming in. By ships, I mean, like, you know, plane ships, because it's, like, flying. They come in, and they completely, like, drop hook, like, that claw from Toy Story, grab Zordon. I mean, he could be, like, a plush Pikachu at this point. Glowy, like, grabs on and tries to save him, but she can't, but she gets into her Zord, luckily enough, and is trying to get into pursuit to know which one to follow, because there are about 7 ships at this point, and Chloe listened to the voice in her head, which hopefully this is going to get resolved, because it just showed up like 2 episodes ago. But that's how she knew what ship Zordon was on. That's kind of a weird way to end it, but Zordon got picked up. He got taken out on ships. Chloe was like, it's that one, because I'm going to trust the voice in my head. And Marv's like, okay, well, you haven't been wrong before. Let's do it. They leave Merlin and Lena Song, who are also both NPC characters in the episode, down in the crater, along with Aisha, Jim, and Andros, while they kind of keep battling everyone, because when Thrax was destroyed, he let out a big old wave of evil. Like, when Zordon died, he let out the big old wave of good. It's the opposite. So it's like the T wave, except T stands for terrible. So that's gonna be fun. So they're battling all those guys. Rita and Zed teleport out because they're like, dude, our son was just destroyed. Like, I didn't even think they had a son at that point in the show. Like, they had not been gone. What was going on in that space RV, Zed? There were a lot of people living in it. I don't want to know. That's our setup. The Rangers are now in pursuit of Zordon. They don't know. They don't even know about the guy in the lab coat. So they think everything's kind of whatever. But, you know, I'm sure Thrax had to probably have, like, a contingency plan. You know, you gotta have something. He has to have, like, a will. So they're going to the final battle. No word yet if there's going to be more guest stars. It was, again, it was chaotic, but it was amazing. Malika did a great job holding down 9 people. I don't possibly see, though, how they could get more. They had to have, like, they couldn't set up 3 rows, like, you know, like Brady Bunch style. Like, they couldn't do it for the screen. They could only use 2, so they were, like, going back and forth. That's going to be the wrap-up of Hyperforce, because that was already the longer version of the quick version. Let's move on to something else. In Legacy Wars news while there is not a new character this week, there is a Megazord event which is happening today, so get logged in, get going with your alliance, and get those sweet, sweet rewards at the end, and, you know, Samurai Sword, maybe? Moving on to merch news, we have a lot of pop stuff, so if you're a big fan of pops, keep a listen. Dino Megazord, that shiny thing, the metallic version, is going to be coming out right now in Australia, if you can get it. And in fact, from this one place, they're shipping everywhere but the US, but never fear, at least is currently what I'm seeing, it will be released in the US just later. Check out the links below for the latest news on where you live in the world and if you can get that figure or not. It's rumor about other upcoming pops. One website is saying it's confirmed, one website is saying it's a rumor. It's coming from a place that's just, it's Funko Pop news. What are those figures, you ask? More Power Ranger pops. What? Now, it would make sense if I said my Morphin pops, because Zed, Rita, Goldar, and Pudgy Pig. Pudgy Pig is going to be an exclusive, we don't know from where. But those guys are included in it. That is right. Rita, Lord Zed, Goldar, and by some way, shape, or form, Pudgy Pig are going to be pops coming out to you soon. Also, we're going to assume Mighty Morphin, but maybe not. It says Red Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, Yellow Ranger, Pink Ranger, Green Ranger, that color scheme. I mean, it's going to be Mighty Morphin. But those are all going to be coming out, and that is their April sneak peek. No word yet as to when they might be coming out, but as soon as they do, stay tuned and I'm gonna let you know and probably show you little pretty pictures and whatever of them. Moving on to con news. Booyah! Okay, I really, again, you want to talk about dating yourself? I just said booyah. That date yourself. Morphicon is happening very soon. I think my flight leaves in like 118 days. I'm not totally counting down or anything. But 13-ish or so, a big old chunk of new guests have been announced for Power Morphicon. Please check out the links below if you would like to see all of them. Morphin Legacy always puts out a nice page whenever Morphicon announces guests with headshots where they're... See, I mean, they're a really big database. So, I mean, much love to Morphin Legacy. PMC... It's gonna be amazing. Are you hyped for it? I'm super hyped for it. I put out a video last Monday about things you can do right now to prep for a con, which even though it's far off, it's things like using different tools to, you know, flights and airfare and whatever. It could be helpful. Speaking of myself from Morphicon though, my flight's booked, my hotel's booked, I have my tickets purchased. I'm gonna be counting down the days and gonna be amazing. If you want any more information or to buy tickets, check out the links below and they'll get you all sorts of taken care of. Just a bit of token news for you, but the Tokusatsu Network had a really good write-up about ordering things from Japan. There's a website, it's called From Japan. But if you are interested, I mean, I know this is the Ranger one, but Sentai Ranger, I mean, they share the same basic toy line, so, I mean, other than size and product quality, and it's beside the point. But I'm gonna put the link in this one in case you are interested. It's just for one site, so you can't apply this to any of the other ones, but maybe this will help you out for some of the people who like more of like, I want to know exactly what I'm doing. Go check it out. Thanks to the Tokusatsu Network for it. Fan Corner, we got stuff from Tokusatsu Network. Actually did the TokuNet podcast that is out. Writers with Masks is a new show with teens with Tood. It's going to be going over Saban's Masked Rider. So for you Masked Rider fans, if you would like to see it, check out the links below. It's a new show. They just had episode 1 come out. So shout out Teens with Tood. Ranger Danger podcast, of course, has some new stuff, and in the Kite Network link in general, you're going to find 3 or 4 new things. My big fan shout out, though, however, this episode, I got to make sure I want to make sure I get that Twitter handle right? Collector Shuki. It's Collector Shuki, not Shuki, not Collector Shuki. This guy has been doing toy reviews for like 7 years or something. He's been doing it forever. He gets every bottle, everything. I mean, he does a lot of tokusatsu stuff, but guys, if you're ever interested in seeing them and you're like, I want to know what that one random bottle from whatever season looks like, he's probably done a review of them, and he's been doing it forever. He's got a lot of subscribers. He was definitely a YouTuber that I looked at when I was like, can I do this, you know, like, does anyone care if I do Rngr stuff? And you know, and when I looked at him and I saw what he was capable of doing with the channel, he was a really big inspiration to me. So thank you so much. Go give him some love. Click that subscribe button on him. Give him a follow. He puts out just some really awesome reviews, and I really enjoy him as a content creator. That is Collector Shuki. On a personal note, my channel is actually nearing 1,000 subscribers, which is a really cool feat. It's a really big goal, and to do it in, you know, hopefully, knock on wood, less than a year is really awesome progress. So thank you to everyone who subscribes, and for everyone else, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate that button click. When that day comes, there will be much celebration from Rngr Liz when I hit that 1,000 goal. I hope you have had fun. I think that is about everything from the world of Power Rangers. Give me following on all my social medias if you'd like to stay up to date on the day-to-day happenings in the world of Power Rangers. I'm always retweeting and commenting about the news of the day, so you'll never get too far behind if you give me a follow on them. But, you know, some people just on Twitter. It's cool. It's cool. I still love you. My name is Rngr Liz. This has been a fun episode. Have a great weekend, Ranger Nation, and I'll see you in the next video.